So when you pay attention to something, actually you pay attention normally when you are not realized through your brain centers. After realization, you can pay attention through your other centers also. You do pay. This is a very big difference between a person who is realized and who is not realized. Or you can say that you can become effective through your other centers by paying attention to them. You can feel the centers which are obstructed in your body, which you never felt before. Not only that, but you can feel the centers of other people. That means your central nervous system is being blessed by a new awareness by which it can convey to you, communicate to you the attention paid by your centers, and also it can take your attention in a subtler way into the centers of others. So, first thing that happens to you is that your attention becomes subtler. Attention becoming subtler means you start understanding deeper things. For example, a bird can see a flower but cannot feel the beauty of a flower. And an unrealized person can see the beauty of a flower but cannot see the vibrations of the flower. So you become subtler, your attention becomes subtler. You definitely are at a higher evolutionary stage than the other people are. Now, we have to see how we use our attention. You have seen, even when you were not realized, that supposing you start developing an art in your hand from your very childhood, then you develop the deftness of that particular art, because a kind of a myelin sheath grows on the nerves. In the same way, when you are realized, I would say when you are a newly born person, if you start respecting your attention, then gradually you develop a deftness for surgery. But so many people, when they get realized, they hardly come second time. Even if they come second time, they do not develop the feeling of vibrations more. They still go on being busy with their day-to-day work, wasting their attention on things which do not give you the subtler feelings. So, the subtleness, the deftness of art of sahaja does not develop. For example, I would say a person who is overread. As soon as he gets his realization, he starts tallying it with what he has read. This makes his attention again wasted. As it is, his attention has been fixed by these conventional ideas. Some of them are correct, some are incorrect, some are absolutely false. Some are useless. Some are only because they wanted to make money, they have published some trash. As soon as you get realization, you go back to your own gross awareness and start tallying this subtle with the gross. You start again losing the vibrations. Actually, after getting realization, I have seen with small children, they sleep for very long hours. They become little inactive for some time. But if an elder gets it, he will immediately go to the bookstall, buy one book on Kundalini, and start reading about it. Then some of you, not understanding that you have become somebody else, take it for granted, all right, Mataji has been very kind. As she says, I am par, but how am I to believe? As if by believing it, they are going to give some money to me, or I don't know what they are going to give. I can see the vibrations coming, but what's the use of getting the vibrations? Why did she give us vibrations? Again, come back to the gross idea of utility. Because that's human nature has been so far, to make everything into utility. Everything must be utilized, you see. Man thinks no end of himself. So he starts putting his realization into utility. What utility it has, how many people are going to get it, what is going to happen, what is the ratio, what is the schedule, what is this, what is that. You have been given this subtleness to enjoy. Like, if we enjoy the beauty of flower, we just enjoy. Do we go to the books and find out what should we do about this enjoyment of ours, how to enjoy this flower, and then what to do, and who has described about the flowers? So let us see if this is fitting into that. But it's done very commonly, and I really don't know how to say, because it's such a foolish thing. And I'm only afraid that sometimes if I say, they will feel hurt, and as human beings are, they get hurt for nothing at all. That's very foolish. Children are very sensible that way. Once they get it, they start enjoying it. They just enjoy it. They just sleep off. They are not bothered. They think that's something that is to be enjoyed. Let us enjoy it. So at the very outset, it happens like that. And a man doesn't know that how he has made himself even much more gross than he was ever in this Kali Yuga, in these modern times. By organizing things according to his own ideas and conceptions, he's become so unnatural, so foolish, that discrimination between joy and ugliness. Today I am going to talk to you about attention.
What is attention? What is the movement of attention? And what are the ways and methods of raising our attention? Keep it in broad ways, all right? But when I am saying all these things, you must know that I am talking to you individually. It's not about others. Always the first thing human beings do is, when I am speaking to you, you try to find out about whom Mataji is speaking. This is the best way of putting your attention onto something else. If you put your attention to yourself, that this is for me and me and me alone, then it will have an effect, because these are mantras. And that's why it is wasted, because whatever is given to you is thrown onto another person. So the attention that you have is the only way to know the reality. Your own attention is important, not the attention of others or your attention on others. This must be clearly understood. If you understand this point, that the whole thing is to be consumed by you through your attention to raise yourself to a higher situation, it will work out. Otherwise it is like giving food to you and going to another person who is getting nourished while you are getting nothing. And that person also may not be able to get nourished, because he doesn't know that you are throwing it to that person. So today, as I am going to speak to you about attention, you should know that your attention should absorb all that I am saying. It is not meant for anybody else. You better sit in thoughtless awareness. That's the best way, so that it goes into you. Otherwise it's like a lecture, that you listen to me has no effect. Every lecture will transform you, because after all I am speaking. But because you always think of others and you think of your problems all the time, something nonsensical is going on about which you are worried, and the attention is so overloaded that whatever is said to you doesn't go into you. So just now utilize it by being attentive and knowing that all these nonsensical things have no value. It's your attention that has to come up and has to grow. So attention is the whole of the canvas of your being. It's a complete canvas. Is the attention. Complete canvas of your being is the attention. How much you have gone into it, how much you have discovered it, how far you have raised it is a different point. Attention is chitta, and God is attention. How far your attention has been enlightened is a different point. But your attention is God. If you become enlightened to that extent, it is like a canvas. You can say it is like a canvas which is spread out for a film. Whatever aptitudes, or you can say the drags or movements of your attention has, shows on that canvas. I don't know what is the word for vritti in English language. It's not aptitude, but a person gets prone to, or his attention is dragged to. I don't know, there's a word like that for in English language, vritti. Can you suggest any word? So, our attention is just a pure, completely pure canvas, and is acted upon by the three gunas we have to begin with. And the three gunas come to you, as you know, one from your past, one from your future sense, and one from the present. Now, whatever have been your experiences about a particular thing or a particular occasion, so far is completely recorded in your memory. For example, if you see the black color, all that goes with the black color is recorded in your memory. As soon as you see this black color, quite a lot of it comes up. That means as soon as you see this with your attention, the attention gets muddled up, or you can say the attention gets colored with all the memories about this black color. And then your action takes place according to the way your attention is affected.